Hello and welcome to RP classes, our YouTube channel and offline lecture for 11th physics. Chalo, we'll start now. So in the previous lecture, we have seen the conditions for equilibrium. What do you mean by equilibrium? So I give you an example, a very simple example I told you there. This is the first example. A body is kept, a block is kept on the table. How many forces acting there? We said two forces are acting. Correct? Isn't it? Yes, good evening, Usman. And we say the summation of forces in the y direction is 0, summation of forces in the x direction is 0, and the third one is summation of forces in the summation of moments of all the forces is equal to 0. अब ये moment कैसे find out करना होता है? तो moment of a force we have already seen. Have we talked about the moment of a force in the previous lecture? I think we have talked about the moment of the force. Have we? कहाँ गया? ये रहा moment of the force. तो ये moment of the force कैसे use करना है? That we are going to see now. Okay, let's see how to use the moment of force while solving a problem. तो एक problem है, बहुत बढ़िया and interesting problem है ये. So please have a look at this problem. ठीक है? Check here. 2-meter wooden plank of mass. Please read the question. Yes. 2-meter wooden plank. Check it in the okay, check here now. I will explain. Pivoted का मतलब होता है पिवोटेड का मतलब होता है ये जो दरवाजा होता है ना, I'll explain over here. Check. A 2-meter long wooden plank of mass 20 kg is pivoted. Pivoted, that is supported from below. Pivoted का मतलब है supported from below. मतलब I would say something like this. You see, if I consider this, so this is supported from below. Like these are the two supports, right? समझे क्या? ये दो सपोर्ट्स हैं, इसको सपोर्टेड फ्रॉम बिलो है. इज दिस क्लियर? ठीक. एंड दिस इज सिंगल सपोर्ट. ठीक है. जस्ट गिव मी सम, यू हैव द इरेजर. बड़ा वाला इरेजर एक दे दो, छोटा वाला इरेजर दे दो. एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज. एंड यू प्लीज शिफ्ट ऑन दिस साइड. इधर शिफ्ट एकदम है. You have the eraser? Yes. And बड़ा वाला eraser है किसी के पास? Bye. Okay, love. Please get it over here. Please get it over here. Let's see. We are going to play. Shift. No. I'll use this thing. See now how it is going to balance. I'll just show it to you. This cannot balance. Put here something. These are the staples. दोनों में किसका वेट ज्यादा होगा? स्टेपल्स का वेट ज्यादा होगा ना, है ना? बोथ आर बैलेंस्ड. कैसे बैलेंस किया? यस. समझ में आ गया? I'm keeping it over here. I'll try to balance this. Now the same thing is happening here. Question में ऐसा ही हो रहा है. Question is of this kind only. Okay, this is the interesting part of physics I am saying. Okay, So now we say, let's this thing, after this thing, after understanding this situation, now I will go for a 2-meter long wooden plank of mass 20 kg. So there is a plank, wooden plank, 2-meter long. This is 2-meter long. It's a wooden plank. Okay. The length is 2 meter. They say that means यहाँ से लेकर वहां तक का डिस्टेंस कितना है, 2 मीटर है. समझ में आ गया? ठीक है. It's supported from below at 0.5 meter from either end. So it is supported on either side. कैसा है भैया ये सपोर्ट? यहाँ से इस तरीके से उसको सपोर्ट किया गया है. इज दिस ओके? ऐसा उसको सपोर्ट किया है. ठीक है. एंड इट इज सपोर्टेड एट 0.5 मीटर फ्रॉम आइदर एंड. 0.5 मीटर का मतलब क्या होगा जी? इसका मतलब होगा दोनों तरफ से, यहां से भी 0.5 मीटर पर है सपोर्ट और यहां से भी 0.5 मीटर पर है सपोर्ट. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. सो दिस इज 0.5 मीटर, 0.5 मीटर. Correct? Okay. And then a person of mass 40 kg starts walking from one of these pivots. So यहाँ से वो person he starts walking from one of these pivots. अच्छा, यहाँ से उसने walk करना शुरू कर दिया. He walks starting towards the other end, towards the farther end. Farther end मतलब दूर का छोर. So he starts walking in that direction. Is that clear? ठीक है. How far can the person walk before the plank topples? मतलब ये जैसे वो वॉक करता हुआ इस तरफ आ जाएगा. At certain point, not coming. Okay, few days I attend online lectures because of not feeling well. प्रसाद जादव. So यहाँ तक वो समझो कि चलते चलते आ गया. So एक ऐसा पॉइंट होने वाला है कि ये जो है ये वाला चीज ऐसे ये ऊपर तक की तरफ उठ जाएगा. इट विल गेट टॉपल्ड. यस और नो? एट सम पॉइंट दिस इज गोइंग टू गेट टॉपल्ड. मतलब यहाँ से वो कांटेक्ट छूट जाएगा इसका, वो पूरी तरह एक पॉइंट पर बैलेंस होगा. यस और नो? तो वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट दैट पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन. आई वांट टू फाइंड आउट दैट पर्टिकुलर at what distance this is going to happen. So basically I want to find out what is the distance of the person, how long this person has walked actually. ये वाला distance मुझे चाहिए. समझ में आ रहा है? I hope this is clear to you all. I hope this is fine. Okay. Now tell me what is this distance. ये distance कितना है भैया? तो ये 1 मीटर है. Correct ना? क्योंकि ये 0.5, ये 0.5, ये total 2. So this is going to be 1 meter. You see? Any doubts about that? So this is going to be 1 meter, right? Correct? The person walks till here. So I would say कि भाई यहाँ से जब वो person शुरू करता है तो भैया वो कितना दूर चला गया है यहाँ से. तो I will say कि यहाँ से वो दूर गया ना. I'll measure its distance from this point. ये डिस्टेंस जो है वो उसको मैं x बोल देता हूँ. You see? I call this distance as x. Okay? So this is the distance x. Let me label these points. These points are labeled as, let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, D, whatever. This point, ये जो point है इसको मैं बोलूँगा point P, at which the person is, etc. A, B, C, D. नहीं तो C मैं यहाँ पर बोल दूँगा. This is D. C is the center. Now यहाँ पे there are various forces acting. There are various forces which are acting on this. Correct? तो मैं क्या करूँगा कि भैया ये जो points है ये जो plank है, wooden plank, उसका मैं free body diagram draw करूँगा. I will draw the free body diagram of this. Free body diagram of plank, wooden plank. ठीक है? So these are the various points. I am not interested in knowing what is this distance and all. Forget about it. मुझे बस ये है लेना देना कि भैया ये डिस्टेंसेस कितने हैं. है ना, दिस डिस्टेंसेस, ये डिस्टेंसेस कितने हैं ये मेरे लिए मायने रखता है. इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर मी. यू सी, डू आई कॉपी दिस थिंग आल्सो. It's going to be like this. Here distance is it. Now I have to show the forces there. Can you tell me what are the forces acting over there? Active and reactive forces. Sorry. इसका खुद का weight act करेगा नीचे. What is that weight? W is equal to mg, I would say. ये हाँ weight. And यहाँ पर होगा weight of the person. These are the active forces. Can I say this is weight W is equal to mg. Now in the book they have mentioned here, but they mention it at a point, at a position where you cannot see that. ठीक है ना, यहाँ पर दिया है देखो बुक में, गिवन इट हियर. क्या दिया है यहाँ पे? बोल रहे यूज g इज इक्वल टू 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर अनलेस अदरवाइज स्टेटेड. अगर दिया नहीं है तो उसको हम कितना लेने वाले हैं? 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. आगे ना वो उनको बस दिखा दूंगा, वो क्लासरूम पहला वाला क्लासरूम दिखा दूंगा फर्स्ट. तो ऐसा है कि g का वैल्यू हमको कितना लेना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे? वी नो g इज इक्वल टू 10. नाउ मास ऑफ दिस प्लैंक इज टू 20 kg. इज दैट 20 kg? या. सो व्हाट आई वुड से हियर, भैया दिस इज इक्वल टू 20 into 10, दैट इज इक्वल टू 200 न्यूटन. दिस इज इक्वल टू 200 न्यूटन. एंड वेट ऑफ दिस पर्सन, what is the weight of the person? I don't know. I think they have given here 40 kg person. So I would say this is equal to mass of the person into g. What is the mass of the person? 40. G ka value is 10 and this is equal to 400 newton. Is this okay? Yeah. And now these are the active forces. What about the reactive forces? Is there going to be reaction? To every action there will be the equal and opposite reaction. So when I say यहाँ पर इसको जब मैं ऐसा सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ, तो प्लीज टेल मी, ये जब इसको मैं ऐसा सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ तो हाउ मेनी फोर्सेस एक्टिंग ऑन दिस? ओके, नाउ व्हेन वी वर सपोर्टिंग इट, वंस अगेन आई विल गो बैक टू द सेम सिचुएशन. अगर मैं इसको ऐसा सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ, इफ आई एम सपोर्टिंग इट लाइक दिस, हाउ मेनी फोर्सेस आर एक्टिंग ऑन दिस? एग्जैक्टली व्हाट वी सी हियर. हाउ मेनी फोर्सेस एक्टिंग ऑन दिस? अगर मैं आपको वुडन, ये जो वुडन प्लेट, ये थोड़ी से पट्टी है, व्हाटएवर वुडन रॉड है, तो इसको अगर मुझे फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम, इफ आई वांट टू ड्रॉ द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम फॉर दिस, हाउ मेनी फोर्सेस आर गोइंग टू बी देयर? कौन से? तो 3 ही हो गए, चौथा कहाँ से? 4. हाउ मेनी फोर्सेस आर एक्टिंग ऑन दिस? हाउ मेनी फोर्सेस आर एक्टिंग ऑन दिस? मैं बता दूं. वेट 1, वेट 2, इसका खुद का वेट 3. दीज आर द एक्शंस, एक्टिव फोर्सेस. और फिर यहां से सपोर्ट रिएक्शन नहीं आएगा, नॉर्मल रिएक्शन विच इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज सपोर्ट रिएक्शन. यस और नो? तो यहां पर वैसे देखा जाए तो दीज आर द टू एक्टिव फोर्सेस एंड देयर आर गोइंग टू बी 2 रिएक्शंस आल्सो. ऐसा ऐसा, ठीक है. हाँ, तो आई कॉल दिस एज रिएक्शन एट बी. मैं इसको क्या बोलूंगा? दिस इज रिएक्शन एट बी एंड दिस इज रिएक्शन एट डी. इज दिस ओके? एनी डाउट्स अबाउट दैट? दिस इज रिएक्शन एट बी एंड रिएक्शन एट डी. नो, दिस इज द नॉर्मल सिचुएशन. लेकिन एक बात बताओ मुझे, जब इस तरफ का फोर्स ज्यादा होगा, यहाँ का ये जो पर्सन है उस तरफ जा रहा है, so when this is more, तो यहाँ से ये लिफ्ट हो जा रहा है ना, this is getting lifted, so this is actually losing the contact here. I will give you one more example. I am standing on the floor. I am standing on the floor. So my weight is action and the normal reaction is given by the floor. Correct? Now I am standing on the floor. बट देन यहाँ से ऊपर ऐसे कुछ रस्सी आ गई और उसको मैंने खींच के पकड़ लिया, ठीक है। नाउ मेरा पूरा वेट, वो जो स्ट्रिंग है, दैट स्ट्रिंग इज सपोर्टिंग माय होल वेट, माय होल वेट इज सपोर्टेड बाय द स्ट्रिंग and my feet are touching the ground for the sake of touching, but there is no action as such. It's just mere touch. It's mere touch. It is not exerting any force. My feet are not exerting any force on the ground. Agree? So what is the action? No action. And what will be the reaction by the ground? No reaction. Hello? Is this okay? So same thing will happen at this point. Okay, we are interested in talking about that very moment when the plank is just about to get lifted, about to topple. Is this okay? Any doubts about that? So if I say that, so yahan par there is no reaction and no action, no action or no reaction, we say, correct na? So RB is equal to 0 hoga yahan pe. Any doubts about that? This is very clear. समझ में आ रहा है सबको? And this RD will be there. Now एक ये वाला force है, ये वाला force है. So there are three forces because this is to be neglected. This is not there. Now for equilibrium, I will apply here the conditions for equilibrium. For equilibrium, what do I say there? For equilibrium, क्या बोलेंगे हम लोग यहाँ पे? Summation of forces in the x direction is equal to 0. But there are no forces acting in the x direction. So this equation is of no use for me. Right? Yes. Isn't it? So I'll go for the second equation. Summation of all the forces in the y direction taken positive upwards is equal to 0. What all forces are there in the y direction? Well, I need not write anything about this force. It's not there at all. So there are, this is downward. कितना है? Minus 200. This is upward. क्या होगा ये? Plus RD. And this is downward. क्या होगा? Minus 400 is equal to 0. And this is going to give me, therefore RD is equal to 400, 600 minus 600 वहां पर जाके plus 600. So RD is equal to 600 न्यूटन. लेकिन मुझे इसकी कोई जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी एक्चुअली, देखा जाए क्यों पता चलेगा आपको, because I want to find out the distance x there. ठीक है, I want to find out the distance x there. So what I'll do here now, I'll go for the third condition of equilibrium. I told you three conditions of equilibrium. कौन से? ये पहला कंडीशन था, ये दूसरा कंडीशन था, और तीसरा कंडीशन इक्विलिब्रियम का क्या था भैया? प्लीज बताइए, प्लीज टेल मी व्हाट वाज द थर्ड कंडीशन ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम? दैट वाज समेशन ऑफ मोमेंट्स ऑफ ऑल द फोर्सेस अबाउट एनी पॉइंट इज इक्वल टू 0 टेकन एंटी क्लॉकवाइज पॉजिटिव. करेक्ट? सो यहां पे आई वुड से कि भाई इफ आई विल टेक द मोमेंट ऑफ दिस थिंग, इसका मोमेंट अगर मैं ले लेता हूं यहां पे, तो मोमेंट लेने के लिए आई हैव टू कंसिडर वन मोमेंट सेंटर. नाउ व्हाट इज मोमेंट ऑफ द फोर्स? मोमेंट ऑफ द फोर्स जो हमने स्टडी किया है, जो हमने देखा है यहाँ पर प्रीवियस लेक्चर में, लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट दिस. दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मोमेंट ऑफ द फोर्स. इट इज अ फोर्स इनटू द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस. ये फोर्स है, तो फोर्स कैन बी हियर, इट कैन बी हियर और इट कैन बी हियर इनटू द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस. सो इट इज अ फोर्स इनटू परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस. दैट परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस is called as moment arm. The point about which you are considering the moment is called as moment center. I hope this is okay, right? All right. If it is giving me the anti-clockwise rotation, that is taken as positive. For the clockwise rotation, we take it as negative. बराबर है? Okay. Okay. So let's get going now. यहाँ पे over here, if I check, I have to take the moments now. So what is the convenient point of taking the moment? So I will take moment about point C या point D भी ले सकता हूँ मैं. Actually it is getting balanced about point D ना, बैलेंस हो रहा है वैसे जैसे मैंने वो सभी वुडन पट्टी को किया था वैसे. सो इट इज गेटिंग बैलेंस अबाउट दिस पॉइंट D. So I will take the moment about point D here. Now can you tell me if this is the moment center, if this is the moment center, so ये force क्या करेगा? What is this force going to do? This force will try to take it, turn it like this. It is, है ना? So we will make use of right hand rule. I tell you, the moment जब हम लिखते हैं, when we write the moment, तो we have to make use of right hand. You have to make use of the right hand. कैसे right hand का use करना है? कि match the thumb of your right hand with the moment center. Match the thumb of your right hand with the moment center. Like this. I'm taking moments about D. Now check, are these fingers of right hand going in accordance with this rotation? Yes. Now tell me, is this clockwise या फिर anti-clockwise होगी? देखो ना ऐसा ये देखो, is it going as per the clockwise? Yes. So if it is clockwise, negative. So it is negative. Correct? क्या करना है? What I told you, once again I'll repeat. If you are you match the thumb of your right hand with the moment center and check whether the right hand fingers are going in accordance with this. If it is going, so we say it is clockwise जा रहा है ना ये, it will go like this. तो ये minus होगा moment. Now what is the force? The force is WP मतलब 400 Newton. The force is WP मतलब 400 Newton and the perpendicular distance is x. The perpendicular distance is x. Now talking about this force. What force? RD. Now I'll ask you one simple question. This is the rigid body. This is the force acting on the rigid body and this is the moment center. Okay. Now what is the moment here? This is the force into the perpendicular distance. So the moment is given by F into D. Correct? Now instead of putting the force over here, if I put the force over here, the पहले जो distance था, that distance was say 2 meter. ठीक है force का. अब मैंने क्या किया? I shifted this and I put this force at say for example 1.5 meter. तो ये distance which was earlier 2 meter, now it is changed to 1.5 meter. Okay, again after some time I change it to 1 meter. So ये 1 बनेगा. Again after some point I change it to 0 meter. I change it to 0 meter. तो ये अब d कितना होगा? 0 होगा. This will become 0 and the moment will become 0. What does this mean? It means that whenever the force is passing through the moment center, when the force is passing through the moment center, it will have a 0 moment. It will have a 0 moment. So is this force, I repeat my question, is this force passing through this moment center? Yep, it is. Yes, it is. So इसका moment क्या आएगा? I'll write plus RD into 0. You see? As simple as that. Now the next thing is, I have to write it for this force and this is the moment center. Now once again what we do is we will make use of the right hand thumb. Right hand thumb, we will coincide, we will make sure that the thumb of the right hand is coinciding with the moment center. The thumb of the right hand is coinciding with the moment center. Check whether the fingers of my right hand are going in accordance with the force. Check whether my right hand fingers are going in accordance with the force. It is not. It is, are they going? No. So I will put the right hand thumb over here. Now instead I put it like this. Now also it is matching, but in a different way. Isn't it? It can be like this or it can be like this. Now it is going. Now the fingers. So these are the two ways you have to check. Either put the thumb like this or put the thumb like this and check whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. This is okay. This is for checking the clockwise and this is for checking the anti-clockwise. So is this anti-clockwise? Yes, it's positive. It is anti-clockwise. So we see here this force is giving me the anti-clockwise moment, so it has to be positive. The force is 200 Newton and the perpendicular distance, what I see here, this distance is 1 meter. So can you tell me what is this distance, Baba? Your distance कितना होगा? 0.5 meter. Yes or no? Why 0.5 meter? देखो ना, this is 0.5, इसका आधा होगा 0.5, फिर ये 0.5, मतलब दोनों मिला के 1 meter होगा यहाँ पे. Yes or no? अगर आपको प्रॉब्लम आ रही तो मैं इसको ऐसा भी दिखा सकता हूँ. I can show it like this also. This is 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 and 0.5, right? Any doubts? Okay. So the perpendicular distance is 0.5 meter. I'll just put it here. 0.5 meter is equal to 0. You see? Now this is gone. And this force is 0. So उसका moment भी 0 ही आएगा. So what is left over here? This minus will go on the other side. It will become plus. So that will become 400x is equal to yes, please tell me. This is going to be 0, 0 and 5 to the 10. So this is going to be 100. Therefore x is equal to 1 by 4. 1 by 4 matlab 0.25 meter. Now this x that we have denoted here is this x that we have denoted here, ये वाला x, that is 0.25, but the person has started walking from this point now. This x I have found out to be 0.25 meter. You see, this is 0.25 meter. So I want it to find out from this end. So it is actually 0.5 plus 0.5 plus x. That is the distance that person has walked. How far can the person walk before the plank topples? How far? The person walks for how long? The person walks 1.25 meter, which is actually, you get it as 0.5 meter plus 0.5 meter plus 0.25 meter. You see? Hello? This is okay. Am I clear? That was a nice question. Is that clear? No, no, this is no star. This is no star. Achha, you can make it half star, but I don't rate it as a star because this is very simple. Formula substitution answer. It's just that it is involving a new concept of moment of force. Otherwise, that is damn easy. Moment of force का ही सिर्फ concept use किया गया है. No, I'm just telling you. Now the difficulty is yet to come. Now comes the difficult one. Don't worry. Here it comes. You see? ना 2 meter कहाँ गया यार ये? Where is this gone? हाँ ये. क्या म्हणते? असले में skip करते. But let's solve it ना. I mean, not essential कि whatever we are studying, we should write in the exam. You know what? I believe in one thing. It is not essential that whatever you are studying is to be written in the exam. I believe in one thing, you know, कि whatever you are studying ना, that you should enjoy. मतलब ये जो अभी तुम, there was a point of time when we were studying the chapter optics, and ठीक है, up to some extent you were seeing it, referring it, etc. But then at a point of time you got bored. So that's why I thought, okay, let's change it to something which is, you know, playable. तो हमने क्या solve किया? We solved actually the question. We talked about that carom thing, elastic collision, inelastic collision, etc. But solving these 1-1 problems is not going to help, you know. Solving this 1-1 problems is not going to be helpful. So I will suggest some videos which we have already uploaded earlier. Those videos wherein we have solved many questions from other books, HC Verma and all. I want you all to go through that also. Plus, I will solve few more things in our day-to-day lectures. Not exactly. They can ask anything. Now, I will solve one question. You just see that. Okay, you just see that. It's a question based on monkey. And then again, if you refer HC Verma chapter, HC Verma's book of physics, so usme many numericals are of that type involving monkey thing. So it may not be the exact thing. It can be something like that. समझ में आ गया? And first of all, don't get afraid of it difficult. As I told you that everything that you study may not be useful for the exam, or may not be asked in the exam, may not be needed to be prepared for the exam. But sometimes, this was a nice question, यार. ऐसा भी होता है ना कभी कभी. I mean, that is how I look at the things. That is how I look at the things. अब ये this thing we always do this ना. How many of you have played till now since the time you got the skill? So many of you must have played it like this. Have you all played with this? कि इसको ऐसे बैलेंस करने का कोशिश किया है तुम लोगों ने? That's what I'm asking ना. That's what. ये भी तुम लोगों ने किया होगा, है ना? तो इस तरीके से खेलने की तुम लोगों ने बहुत बार कोशिश करी होगी, ये कि नहीं? This is here what you have already made use of the concept of moment of force. Those who have played like this ना, they have already got the concept of moment of force. तुम लोगों को एक चीज समझ में आ गया ना, that the heavier mass has to be nearer. बराबर है, that's the moment of force. What are you trying to do? The moment because of this force you are trying to balance by moment because of this force, because this is a small force but large moment arm, small force but large moment arm, and large force small moment arm, but moment of this तुम्हारे लिए ये क्लॉकवाइज होगा, है ना? नहीं, दिस इज क्लॉकवाइज एंड दिस इज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, मतलब दोनों अपोजिट दिशा में घूम रहा है ना, ये तो ये इस तरफ जा रहा है, ये इस तरफ जा रहा है, तो दोनों के मोमेंट एक दूसरे को बैलेंस कर रहे हैं. दैट्स व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज, द वन व्हिच यू हैव सॉल्व्ड. सो इसलिए वो डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. इट्स नॉट दैट यू डिड नॉट नो द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मोमेंट ऑफ फोर्स. विदाउट कैलकुलेटिंग, विदाउट एनी कैलकुलेशंस, you are knowing the moment of force. This is moment of force when you play it like this. Are you understanding that? समझ में आ रहा है? Okay, fine. Now let's go to the next question, which is again a very interesting question. I will solve that here, and that's a star question, I would say. That's a star question. So let us take this next question. So let me just check here. 2 meter ladder, 2 meter long ladder. Okay, this is the wall and this is the floor, and there is the ladder. This is the ladder. ठीक है, ये ladder है. And we say, let me say this is point A, this is the base, this is point C. A 2 meter long ladder, 2 meter long ladder, 2 meter long, तो 2 meter long अपने को क्या है? I'll show here 2 meter long. This ladder is 2 meter long. Okay. यहाँ से मैं the measurements I'll be taking from here. It's good like this. Against a wall such that its base is 1.2 meter away from the wall. Now this is the base. This is 1.2 meter away from the wall. So I would show it like this. This is 1.2 meter. You see, away from the wall. The wall is smooth. The wall is smooth. The wall is smooth. The wall is smooth, but the ground is rough. Wall is smooth, that means there is no friction. There is no friction at the wall. And this is rough, so there is the friction. This is rough, there is the friction. Is that okay? The wall is smooth, but the ground is rough. Roughness of the ground is such that, so यहाँ पे there is no friction, so this will have only the normal reaction. You see, let me call the normal reaction as RA. And there is no friction. But here we say that here it's going to have the normal reaction RC, and as well as the friction. Roughness is there, so definitely this will contribute what is called as the friction. Yes or no? Yes. And what is the direction in which this has got the tendency to slip? How is this going to slip? So when this tries to slip, this end of the ladder, it will try to slip in this direction. Yes. And the friction will always try to oppose this. The friction, as we all know, that this will definitely try to oppose it. So I would say the friction is acting in this direction, oppose. Hi Nikhil, how are you? So ये रहा friction. Now they are, ये direction of motion है, हाँ मैंने जो बताया यहाँ पे. The direction of motion, the tendency of motion is in this direction. This is the tendency of motion. And the friction, as we know, is absolutely in the opposite direction, we say. This is the friction. They have mentioned something about the friction over here. Roughness of the ground is such that it offers maximum horizontal resistive force for sliding the motion. It is offering maximum horizontal resistive force. It offers a maximum sliding force, half that of the normal reaction at the point of contact. मतलब ये friction इस reaction से आधा है. Did you understand the simple English? Please pay attention. Please be attentive. It says that this friction is, the roughness is such that this friction is half the normal reaction. So it is actually RC by 2. You see? It is actually RC by 2. A monkey of mass 20 kg. A monkey of mass 20 kg. आ गया. हाँ, monkey. Starts climbing the ladder. वो monkey यहाँ से शुरू करता है भाई. Starts climbing from here. How far can it climb up along the ladder? How far? मतलब at certain point, suppose the monkey reaches at this point and the ladder starts to slip. The ladder will start to slip at certain point. So we want to find out this distance, मतलब how far? How far this has this? Somewhere over here, but I want to find out exact distance. I want to find out the exact distance. ठीक है? All right. How much is the horizontal reaction at the wall? वो तो और एक चीज है. Horizontal reaction RA भी पूछा गया है यहाँ से. ठीक है? So these are the two things they have asked here. Agree? Now first of all, I will try to draw the free body diagram of the ladder. मतलब free body diagram of the ladder में क्या होता है? We have to show all the active and reactive forces, FBD of ladder. Free body diagram of ladder we have to draw, and I will show here all the active and the reactive forces. Now the first active force, as I know here, is weight of the ladder itself, which is acting exactly here. Which is acting exactly over here, we say. Correct? This is point. Let me call this point as ये जो point, the point at which the monkey reaches, I'll call this point as P. This point I'll call this as D. It is the midpoint of this ladder. The ladder is 2 meter. If the ladder is 2 meter, so I hope you can tell me what is this point. मतलब ये अगर 2 meter है ladder, ये 2 meter है ना? This is 2 meter. So what I'll do here is, ये जो point है ये कितने दूरी पर होगा? What distance it is at? It is actually 1 meter and 1 meter. It is 1 meter and 1 meter. You see, 1 meter and 1 meter. Done. Fine. And I want to find out this distance x. You see. Now, before I proceed further, first of all, I want to find out what is this. This is 2 meter. This is 1.2 meter, and this is hot. I don't know. So let us try to find out. Before I proceed further, I would like to say something about the numbers. Note. Of course, I can find out distance AB. After this point AB, how can I find out AB? AB happens to be, I mean by Pythagoras I can find it out, na? Pythagoras, है ना? AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So AB square I don't know. BC square 1.2 का square, and this is 2 का square, है ना? So AB square is equal to 400 minus 1.44. That is equal to 404. 4 minus 4.00 minus 1.44. That's 6. 2.56. And 2.56 is 1.6 का square. So AB is equal to 1.6. You see. .6 meter. So this is 1.6 meter, you see. Okay. The second thing I want to tell you is, suppose we have seen this in trigonometry actually. Trigonometry में suppose this is angle theta and this hypotenuse is h, hypotenuse is h, तो थीटा के सामने वाला कंपोनेंट होता है h sin थीटा एंड थीटा का एडजेसेंट कंपोनेंट होता है h cos थीटा. Is this okay? All right. Because if I write here, you know, sin theta, what am I going to get there? Ray? Sin theta is opposite side upon hypotenuse, correct na? What is the opposite side? H sin theta upon h. Is that giving me again sin theta? Correct? You can verify this for cos theta also. Cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse, right? What is the adjacent side here? H cos theta upon h. So all of you should remember, if this is hypotenuse, तो थीटा के सामने वाला साइड होगा h sin theta and थीटा का adjacent side होगा h cos theta. That is the first point. Is this clear? Second point. Second, ये समझ में आ गया? और एक चीज यहाँ पर आपको पता होनी जरूरी है, that is you will often come across the triangle like this. This is theta, 3, 4, 5. So what is sine of theta? Opposite side upon hypotenuse, 4 by 5. What is cos theta? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse, 3 by 5. Tan theta, opposite upon adjacent, 4 by 3. Is this okay? Now this angle this angle is 27 degree. Sorry, ये इसमें से which is the bigger angle? ये वाला बड़ा है कि ये वाला बड़ा है? This is smaller. The smaller angle is 27 degree and the bigger angle is 53 degree. Please remember. You know this? 10th में था ये? अच्छा, previous I have told you. Okay, great. You remember, that's a very good thing. So coming back to, in this case, I have to draw the free body diagram of this ladder. Free body diagram of ladder. So if I draw the free body diagram of ladder, यही free body diagram होगा because I have already shown all the forces there. ये एक force है, ये एक force है. It's just remaining that only the weight of the monkey is to be shown now. I'll just show it over here. You see, this is the weight of the ladder, which is equal to 10 mg. This is mg and that is equal to 10 into 10. This is the weight of the monkey, which is equal to mass of the monkey is 20 kg into, this is again mg of course, that is equal to mass of the monkey is 20 into 10, so that is equal to 200 Newton. Am I clear to you all? Am I clear? So this is now we have to this is the free body diagram that we have, and now I will start with the summation of forces in the x direction. So summation f of x is equal to 0. The second equation is summation of all the forces in the y direction is also 0, and the third is summation of all the moments about any point taken anti-clockwise positive is equal to 0. You see? ठीक है? So summation of forces, what all forces are in the x direction? Let me mark it. ये एक है और ये एक है, ये दो x direction के forces है. समझे? तो ये positive आएगा RA, and this is negative, which is RC by 2, correct? Is equal to 0, and eventually ये plus आएगा and ये minus आएगा ना. This is to be minus. So if I'll transfer it on the other side, that is going to give me RA is equal to RC upon 2. Well, that is my first equation. You see? Let me go for the second equation now. Summation of all the forces in the y direction. So what all forces in y direction? एक ये force है, this one and this one. These are the three forces in the y direction. You see? This is downward negative, upward positive, right? So what is that going to give me? Minus 200, minus 100, minus 200, minus 100 plus RC is equal to 0, and this is going to give me RC is equal to 300 Newton. That is equation number 2. समझे? And the next thing that I have to write here is moment equation. So I'll take moment about any convenient point. I'll have to take the moment about any convenient point. So I'll have to write down the moment equation here. You see? Now let us. I want to write down the moment equation. Okay, so let me write down the moment equation here. Moment equation, I'll take moment about any point. The point is, which point shall I take? I can take any point, huh? Whether that point is on the ladder, outside the ladder, it can be anywhere. तो आप बताओ कौन सा point ले लो. So I'll take point B, चलेगा? I'll take moment about point B, ठीक है? Okay. तो अच्छा, once by the way, I have got here RC is equal to 300. So if I substitute this RC is equal to 300 here, I think that will give me the first answer. You see? So that will give me the first answer, the second answer rather. RA is equal to 300 upon 2, and that is equal to 150 Newton, right? Moment of summation of moments about B. So now let us take the moments about B. Now it is a practice for you. This is a practice part for you. So you have to tell me first thing whether it is positive or negative. Second thing, the force into perpendicular distance. So first of all, you should match the thumb, your right hand thumb, with this point. So I want to write down the moment for this. This I have already calculated. RA that I have calculated is actually कितना 150, correct? ये मुझे 150 मिल चुका है. This answer I know. This is 150 Newton. And ये है उसका perpendicular distance. So please tell me whether it is going clockwise or it is going. कमाल करते हो पांडे जी आप. कैसे एंटी क्लॉकवाइज जाएगा? This force, how is the force? How is the force? Is the force like this? And this is the moment center. So it will try to rotate it like this, ना? ये force का क्या हो रहा है बताओ? Force के are the fingers going in accordance? Match the right hand with this. Is it going? Is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? घड़ी दे रहा है कभी जिंदगी में? घड़ी के कांटे ऐसे जाते हैं, ऐसे जाते हैं. So is this clockwise? Plus होगा, minus होगा? Minus. So I will put it as minus, right? So I'll put it as minus. Minus क्या है? What is the force? What is the force? Just now I calculated RA is equal to 150. And perpendicular distance is 1.6 meter. ठीक है? Second, ये रहा force. And this is the point. ये फोर्स ऐसा आ सकता है, ऐसा नीचे जा सकता है ना? दिस इज द लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ द फोर्स. एंड व्हाट इज द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस? द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस. यू सी, करेक्ट? अब मुझे बता दो कि भैया व्हाट इज द, इज इट क्लॉकवाइज और एंटी क्लॉकवाइज? ग्रीन वाला फोर्स जो अभी मैंने दिखाया है, मैच इट द थंब विद द मोमेंट सेंटर. कम ऑन, करो ना, करो ना. There are two ways of matching the thumb. तो मेरे साथ मैंने किया हुआ देखते हाँ नहीं बोलो. You have to do it yourself and then tell me Maya. तुमको बतेगा तुम्हारे तुम्हें एक ये वाला भी नहीं पता है तुम्हें. You will this student tell me properly. On the left one and two and three courses in it. You know एक course का होता है. ठीक है? Come on. तुमको सिर्फ ये करना है क्लॉकवाइज है कि एंटी क्लॉकवाइज है. मैच द थंब विद द मोमेंट सेंटर. यू मैच इट दिस वे. यहाँ पे नहीं है फोर्स, इधर चेक करो, इधर ये पूरा घुमाओ ना उसको. एंड देन यू चेक इट लाइक दिस. इधर देखो कैसे जा रहा है, ऐसा जा रहा है. You see? All right. So now I would say here, tell me what is the, it is clockwise या minus एक लो प्लस है, it is clockwise therefore minus, the force is 200 Newton and the perpendicular distance ये कितना होगा रे distance, let me call this point as B C D P और ये distance इसको मैं Q बोल देता हूँ, BP, the distance is BP, correct, the distance is BP, correct, okay. Then the next one, this force and this perpendicular distance. Come on. Clockwise आएगा, so it is minus. The force is 100 Newton, ना? And the perpendicular distance PQ. I have to calculate Q, PQ. What about this force? अब इसको कौन बताएगा? You are, come on, answer it. तुम दोनों बताओ एक एक करके, चलो अभी. First you answer me. This is the force. Force is going like this, and ये है moment center. So is it going clockwise or anti-clockwise? उधर जाके try करो. Go there. Go there. Come on. एंटी क्लॉकवाइज. तुम्हारा मन है एंटी क्लॉकवाइज. अच्छा, यू टेल मी व्हाट इट शुड बी. अच्छा देखना, आर द फिंगर्स गोइंग इन अकॉर्डेंस विद द फोर्स, वेयर इज द फोर्स. नो अपवर्ड नहीं देखने का, ऐसा घूम रहा है, अपवर्ड डाउनवर्ड नहीं देखने का. प्लीज चेक दिस. मोमेंट के टाइम पे वो फोर्स आ रहा है, टेढ़ा है, ऊपर और नीचे. यहां पे चेक. नाउ आर द फिंगर्स गोइंग ऊपर नीचे प्लस माइनस नहीं होता अपने रिमेंबर मोमेंट के लिए. मोमेंट के लिए एंटी क्लॉकवाइज या क्लॉकवाइज को देखना जरूरी है. तो देखो ना, नीचे या अपवर्ड इसलिए 45 मत बोलो. तो इट इज ओनली फॉर सिग्मा y नेगेटिव राइट. सिग्मा y के लिए अपवर्ड पॉजिटिव होता है, लेकिन मोमेंट इक्वेशन के लिए आई गिव यू अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल. यू सी, बी देयर ओनली. डोंट से कि अपवर्ड. इसके अगर ये एक रिजिड बॉडी है, इसके ऊपर ऐसा एक फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है, ठीक है, एंड ये है मोमेंट सेंटर. दिस इज द मोमेंट सेंटर, दिस इज F एंड दिस इज D. तो व्हाट इज द मोमेंट ऑफ दिस? इसका मोमेंट क्या आएगा? हाँ बोला. Ask her to wait for another 5 minutes. हाँ, दिस इज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज एंड ये पॉजिटिव होगा, लेकिन यही रिजिड बॉडी में अगर ये फोर्स यहां पर होगा और ये मोमेंट सेंटर है, नाउ दिस फोर्स इज डाउनवर्ड, तो क्या आएगा बोलो? क्यों क्लॉकवाइज आएगा? ये भी तो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज ही है, नीचे है, इसके लिए नहीं. तुम अगेन वही कर रही हो. यू हैव टू मैच इट विद द मोमेंट सेंटर. ये मैच करो तो ये क्लॉकवाइज जा रहा है क्या? नहीं. तो फिर मुझे ऐसा मैच करना पड़ेगा. और ये क्लॉकवाइज जा रहा है, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज. यहाँ पे चेक करो, ये ऐसे चेक करो. This is also anti-clockwise. This is also anti-clockwise. Both are having the same direction. ये फोर्स ऊपर है, ये फोर्स नीचे है. फोर्स के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करता है. प्लीज समझ आ रहा है? तो प्लीज डोंट से कि अपवर्ड है इसके लिए पॉजिटिव. अपवर्ड है ये कि खत्म हो गया. वी आर राइटिंग द मोमेंट इक्वेशन नाउ. नाउ टेल मी व्हाट इज द मोमेंट ऑफ दिस फोर्स. टेल मी. ठीक है, पहले तो कैसे करने का? पहले ऐसे चेक करो, ऐसा चेक करो. ये देखो ना, यू पुट द फिंगर्स इधर, इसकी साइड में पुट करो ना ऐसे. इज इट गोइंग लाइक दिस? जा रहा है कि नहीं जा रहा? नहीं जा रहा. ऐसे जाएगा. अरे दिस हैज टू गो अपवर्ड ना. दिस हैज टू गो अपवर्ड ना. ये ऊपर जाना चाहिए ना, ये नीचे जा रहा है. दिस इज गोइंग डाउन, बट यू हैव टू होल्ड इट लाइक दिस एंड देन दिस विल गो लाइक दिस. ये चेक करो ना, तुमको ये बता रहा हूं ना मैं. कम ऑन. Actually, where is the moment center? The thumb has to match with the moment center and the fingers should go in accordance with the force. In accordance with the force. किसने हेलो ऑफिस में गया. हाँ, तो यहाँ पे you just have to make sure कि this is the moment center and ये fingers are not going in accordance with the force. But if I place it like this, then it is going in accordance. Don't try it there. You have to, otherwise I am not going to go ahead. You have to tell me the answer. नहीं डाला तो कैसे करेंगे? तो देखो ऐसे मतलब पहले तुम्हारा जो थंब है you put it like this and ये जा रहा है अभी ऐसे. अब इसको ऐसे चेक करो, is it going? Are the fingers going in accordance with this? ठीक है? नहीं, जब तक तुम्हारा आंसर नहीं आएगा तब तक मैं आगे नहीं जाऊंगा. Unless and until you don't give me the answer, I will not go ahead. ठीक है? Okay. So so tell me what is the answer here for this. Come on, tell me. This is the force. I'm going to call this as the RC. RC is the force and the perpendicular distance is BC. And this is going to give me the anti-clockwise direction. Yes or no? Please don't say upward positive, downward negative for moment equation. ठीक है? हाँ, तो ये आएगा anti-clockwise, that is positive. Is that okay? Is equal to 0 आएगा ये. Is equal to 0 आएगा. Now let me write down this. RA is equal to कितना है? This is equal to 150. PB I have to find out. I have to find out PB. P मतलब this point is P. BC minus BP. Yeah, it is BC minus BP. BP मतलब I want to find out this distance. Now BP equal to BP is equal to BC minus PC. Now if you see here, we have seen one thing. If I am considering this triangle, this is angle theta. This is angle theta. And these numbers, if I see here, these numbers, this is of the type 4, 5 and 3, 4, 5. 3 को अगर मैं मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा 4 से तो क्या आएगा? 4 3 जा 12, 4 4 जा 16 and 20. So I think these are the same numbers, 1.2, 1.6 and 2. 1.2, 1.6 and 2. Because if I multiply it by 0.4, then that will give me the same thing. Correct? You see? Okay. So ये 3 4 5 वाला triangle है. And what is this angle? So this angle is going to be theta. मतलब बड़े वाला बड़ा, तो this is equal to 53 degrees का angle. और ये छोटा angle होगा वो 27 होगा. समझ में आ रही है बात? Now if I say this theta is equal to 53, तो ये theta का adjacent side है, तो इसका hypotenuse है x. बराबर है? So what is PC is equal to? PC is equal to x cos theta. Correct? And BC is equal to the 1.2, that I already know. So what is BP is equal to 1.2 minus x cos theta. Correct? But cos of 53 we already know. Correct? Any doubts about that? समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है? 1.2 and so this is BP. How do I find out PQ now? PQ is here. ये रहा PQ. Right? It is x cos and I'll have to find out what is QC also. QC नहीं चाहिए मुझे, PQ या BQ चाहिए. 100 into BQ is आधा ना, बिकॉज ये मिड पॉइंट है तो ये भी मिड पॉइंट होगा, तो 1.2 का आधा होगा पी क्यू. एक मिनट, हाँ, आई एम टेकिंग मोमेंट्स अबाउट पी, सो दिस हैज टू बी बी क्यू. हाँ, तो बी क्यू मतलब वो 1.2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 होगा. एंड व्हाट इज बी सी इक्वल टू? बी सी इज इक्वल टू 1.2. इज दिस ओके? नाउ लेट मी सब्स्टिट्यूट एवरीथिंग हियर. व्हाट डू आई गेट देयर? लेट मी, ये क्या बन जाएगा? दिस विल गिव मी आर ए इज माइनस 150 into 1.6 minus 200 into 1.2 minus x times what is cos theta that we have seen here? Cos theta is equal to 3 by 5. So I'll just straight away write here this value of cos theta is 3 by 5. 3 by 5. And minus 100 into 1.2 divided by 2, that is 0.6, plus RC into 1.2 upon this is 1.2 simply. And what is RC? RC I think I have calculated 300, so I'll write here 300. You see, so that will give me what? ये 0 गया 16.80 8 240 minus 240 minus, when I'll multiply this will become 0 0 240. Okay, minus when I'll multiply this will become plus 200 into 3x upon 5, so that will give me 5 4 and this is minus 60 plus 0 0 360 is equal to 0. So what is this going to give me? Minus 480 plus 360 minus 60 is 300 plus 300 plus 120x is equal to 0. Now therefore 120x is equal to ये minus 180 उधर जाके plus 180 बनेगा. So x is equal to 180 upon 12, sorry 120, that is 3 by 2 and that is 1.5. So x का value is 1.5 meter. So how long the monkey walks? The monkey walks up to 1.5 meter. Is this okay? The monkey walks up to 1.5 meter from here. This is clear? Any doubts about that? समझ में आया? I think we'll stop here for this. ठीक है?